Hi guys, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I maintain my tapered cut without having to go to a barber or a salon. As my hair is growing out, I like to keep it in this tapered cut. I think this looks more flattering for my face shape, so I'll show you how I get this done at home. If you haven't already, guys, go down below and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so that you don't miss when I post a new upload. So you're going to need some clippers. I purchased these clippers from Target. And you're also going to need some clipper guards. These are the clipper guards that came with my clippers. This is the 1 inch and the 1/2 inch. Depending on how long or how short your hair is will depend on the size of the clipper guard that you're going to need. And you're also going to need some edgers. And I got these from Amazon. If I can find the link to these, I'll leave it in the description box. These were fairly inexpensive. So to start, you're going to want to comb or pick out your hair so that you can see the shape. This will kind of let you know how much you want to trim off to maintain that tapered shape. I don't cut any off of the top because that's the part that I want to grow out. I just kind of trim the sides and I keep the back cleaned up. So I'm just picking it out a little bit more, and I'm going to comb down the sides and the back in the direction that I'm going to be trimming the hair off in. And then I'll turn around to face the mirror in the bathroom. So you're going to want to have a mirror behind you. And I'm going to use a handheld mirror to hold up in front of me so that I can see what's going on in the back. And as you can see, the hair has started to grow out outside of that tape line on my neck. I'm going to be trimming that off. And I'm also going to trim a little bit off in the back as well. I do like to keep my back kind of low, but I also like for it to fade into the top as well. So with the taper, you get more hair in the front and in the top than you have in the back. So I'm going to use the clipper guards to cut and trim that hair off in the back. And this is the 1 inch clipper guard. So I'm going in to cut some of the hair off. I don't go too far up because I want it to have a nice fade. And here I'm just switching to the 1/2 inch clipper guard because I'm going to trim a little bit more. With the 1/2 inch guard, I don't go as high up as I did with the 1 inch clipper guard. So I'm using that to just trim a little bit more off so that it's a little bit lower. In here, I'm going in with my edgers so that I can clean up the hair that's on the outside of that tape line. So I'm basically just cleaning up the excess hair that's around my hairline in the back. I am not a cosmetologist or a licensed barber. So how I do this, I'm pretty sure it's a little different than what a barber would do it, but this is how I do it at home. And it's been working for me just fine. So I just go in and I try to get that line as straight as possible. Also getting the hair off of my neck as well. I think doing this just makes the cut look a whole lot neater in the back. I like to keep mine in like a rounded shape. I know some people will like theirs in a V shape or a square shape, but for me, I pretty much keep mine in a rounded shape. And for the other side, I am right-handed, so I use my clippers and I cross my arm over my head to get the other side. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just do what works for me, and this is how I clean it off pretty good. So you basically just want to keep going until you get both sides pretty much even and the line is pretty much straight. And once I have that line as straight as I can get it, I'll go back in with my clippers, and I'm using the blender guard, which is the smallest guard that comes with the clippers, and I'm going around the edges because I don't like my back to have like a harsh line. I kind of like for it to fade. So I'm going around the very edges with that smallest guard and cleaning that up, and then I'll go back in with my edgers again to get the hair off my neck. And this is pretty much how I maintain my tapered cut in the back. I do this maybe once every couple of weeks to maintain the shape. And for the front and the sides, I don't cut anything off the top, but to maintain that shape on the sides, I pretty much just comb my hair down and I trim the excess off with some scissors. The sides of my hair is pretty much thin enough, so I don't have to go in with clippers. I just mold the hair down and I take some scissors and I cut it up at an angle. And here I'm just going in with the other side. I do have traction alopecia on both of my sides. So like I said, I don't like to go in with the clippers over there because the spots, the thinner spots, I like to leave enough hair to be able to cover those thinner spots up. So I just push the hair down and cut the edge of the excess off with some scissors going up at an angle. And that pretty much takes care of the shape in the front, so that when you look at me like face forward, it looks as if I have like a taper cut. And that is it, guys. That's how I trim up my tapered cut as it's been growing out. And this is the finished look once it's all nice and styled. I absolutely love the shape of this cut on myself, guys. And the back is nice and clean. It just looks more flattering this way. I hope I was able to help you guys. I hope you found this video beneficial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.